Chief Meteorologist Mike Haddad with your Storm Watch 9 forecast.
Southern part of the, Lakes region, possibly a coating inch of snow, while the White Mountains and points north, 6, 7, 8 plus inches of snow, all in that short band of width in terms of mileage, maybe 10, 20 miles, a difference of nothing to about half a foot or more. That's the initial phases of the storm moving in. And then there's ice, freezing rain, sleet, and some heavy rain all in the forecast. But right now, nice and quiet. Here's the story in downtown Manchester with the temperature sitting at 34. Feel like reading at 30. The winds, thankfully, are on the lakeside, so not much of a wind chill to talk about at the current time. So looking ahead, our impact weather coming in for tomorrow night, Saturday and Sunday. The highest impact, marked by what we call alert weather, is during Saturday all day. First in the form of snow north, changing to a light mix before it wraps up during the early evening, may let up in intensity or even shut off for a time Saturday night. Elsewhere, it's ice we have to talk about, with some pockets of rain in the southern half of the state starting later tomorrow night into early afternoon and even mid-afternoon on Saturday. Power outage risk, that's what he's trying to say, coming up here for Saturday and Sunday, mainly where there's a significant freezing rain accumulation, and that is a widely scattered issue at this point. Will it become more widespread? That's something we're going to track closely during the day tomorrow. Tough to imagine in late March to get temperatures right near 30 with a lot of rain falling and freezing in contact. Just very rarely, if ever, happens in New Hampshire. But some of our computer models and our guidance are painting that scenario. But right now, again, as I mentioned, it's quiet. Lower 20s north, 30s elsewhere, a few upper 20s in Keene and in Nashua. We're not going to see a big temperature fall from here on out as a weak front well in advance of the storm way back west begins to move in the coming hours. So maybe a dusting to an inch of snow up north and a sprinkle or flurry later on during the overnight in southern New Hampshire. And it's all done by Friday. Friday's nice and quiet, sun increasing, high clouds, and then this narrow band of snow and mixing even rain builds in our direction and then stalls overhead later tomorrow night into Saturday. May kind of wash out to the south of us on Saturday night, and then more rain moves in on Sunday. The problem on Sunday, it's not above 32 degrees everywhere in the state, so some more pockets of icing not out of the question for the second half of the weekend. How does it all play out? Let's kind of break it down step by step. Snow tomorrow night after about 10 or 11 o'clock. Best bet for a half a foot or more, central part of the White Mountains and north. You'll notice periodic snow, some of it heavy, during the overnight and all Saturday morning and early afternoon will taper off towards late day. Anywhere from, say, Plymouth south, tough call. Sleet or freezing rain, definitely one of those happening in many parts of southern and central New Hampshire, primarily rain Keene, Manchester, Point South, and over to the coastline. That'll continue all day Saturday. Notice how the snow does shut off up north. Then, later Saturday night into Sunday, more precipitation builds in. By then, too warm even up north for snow, so it's again that pockets of freezing rain and sleet all day long into Sunday evening, changing to all rain, Concord south and east to the coastline, and then by Sunday night into Monday, it is all rain, some of it heavy, and the temperature is much warmer. Right now, a conservative 3 to 6 inches of snow, Mount Washington Valley, Lincoln points north, but some spots may get much over that. That's why the pluses there could see up near a foot in the higher terrain, to as little as maybe a spot coating Concord points north. Then we have the ice to talk about, and that's potentially significant because if it's too much freezing rain, it weighs down the trees and the power lines and results in power outages. Very, very tough call on that because temperatures in the atmosphere, just 1 degree can make the difference between sleet and freezing rain. We hope to be able to lock that in tomorrow. After that, a nice break for at least 2 days ahead of the next storm.
All right, just those in that area, be ready.
Yes,
Thank you, Mike.
many hours and many spots to watch.
Thank you, Mike. Yeah.